And we're back with our photo editing project. This is the fourth video of the series, and we will this time work on the background. So let us close the retouching folder, open the background folder that's empty for now, and I'll add 2 textures. You will find these via the description below on Pixabay. And I'll put both in the folder for background, and if I make the folder invisible, both textures are invisible as well. So we want to put them in the background and then the model on top. So all we need to do is activate the original model layer and then use the quick selection tool to select the model. I'll zoom in, holding Alt, using the mouse wheel, and I move around, holding space. You can see the hair is not perfectly selected, so we give it a layer mask and then click on select and mask. Click on smart radius, we'll increase the radius, you see what's happening. I guess 2 or 3 pixels should be enough here. Make sure you've got the refine brush tool selected, so not the brush tool, refine edge brush tool, and then go over the areas where there is individual hair, just like this. This model is actually quite simple to select, which is why I've chosen it for this beginner tutorial. Afterwards you can play around with the radius once more. I'll keep it to 3 pixels, press OK. Now we'll hold Alt and add the layer mask of this original layer to our background folder. And you can see now the texture is within it, but we need to inverse it. So make sure you've got it selected, then press Ctrl I to invert it. Afterwards we want to get rid of the layer mask of the original. Just right click and delete layer mask. The edges, they need some work to do. When there's a good method to blend them a little bit, we can use a filter for that. Afterwards we'll take care of some more edges on the ears especially. Let's use the lasso tool for that. Select this edge. Make sure you are on your layer mask, then go to filter, other, and you need to select maximum or minimum depending on the image that you're using. Maximum is good for this one, but I'm going to show you how it looks like when we'll use minimum. Let me increase that and you can see that wouldn't work. It gets the model into the background and not the other way around, the background into the model. So we'll use maximum, and 1 or 2 pixels should already be enough. And the selection is done so that the background doesn't get too far into the background. Once you've done that, you can add a blur if you want to. I'll just keep it the way it is, but the ear needs some work to do. So I use the lasso tool once more, and I select this part over here. And then I use the brush tool. Once more we need black and white as the color, but this time it's reversed. So if we use white, we conceal, as we have inversed the layer mask, and we're actually painting on the background. So this time we need black to reveal the model. If the edges are too strong up here, you can go over that area once more. It depends on how detailed you want to have it, and you can also use the brush tool directly. I'm going to show you that on the left ear. Alright, let's go to the left side, same procedure. I use the lasso tool first to select the edge, then I add the maximum filter. 1 or 2 pixels is enough here as well. And once more I could have used maybe Gaussian blur or something, but it's fine. And now let's make the basic selection of the ear with the lasso tool first. Now I'll go a little bit overboard with the selection, and if I then zoom out, you can see that this is not perfect. It creates too much of an edge between the background and the ear. So I'll directly use the brush tool this time. I'll use the default brush, and it doesn't have these hard edges, so it blends the edges a little bit. Once again, I'll have to reverse the colors here. So let's work on the hair. Same method again. I'll select it with the lasso tool, filter, other, then maximum. And you can see what's happening. Once again, 1 or 2 pixels is enough here. And again, another filter could have been used on top. In some cases that makes sense, but here I'll just keep it like this, because it's fine for our beginner tutorial and this specific example. But I'm going to work a little bit more on the ear, the brush tool, but that looks good. But this is not the final result. We want to make the background a little bit darker. We will use an adjustment layer, curves for that. After you've got it, place it on top of your background folder and right click, create clipping mask. So now it will be only applied to the background. Play a bit around until you found something that you like. Most of the time you want to create an S shape in your curve. It creates the best results in many examples. We can also select both layers and then play around with the blending modes. But in this example I actually like it with the normal blending, so I keep that. But what you want to try out if you use different textures is certainly screen, multiply, soft light, hard light. These are the ones that always look good. Then we rename our adjustment layer to background curves. And that's it. This is what I wanted to show you in this tutorial, but we're still not done yet. There's another video to come where we will play around with the curves once more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.